49ers, Eagles, I believe, is the earlier game.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Irrelevant is going to the Super Bowl, in my opinion. I believe it. I kind of want the headline to be that. Like, imagine being the last pick in the fucking draft and starting in a Super Bowl in the same 12 months.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pro Mr. Irrelevant. I think Kyle Shanahan's offense is foolproof. The defense is good enough. I think they're going to lose to whoever wins the AFC. Those are my predictions.
I have to give you credit for your optimism. That's very uncharacteristic.
Oh my God, the burn. I love it.
Well, no, I'm laughing because I have the Eagles for this. And I know intern Tyler's going to laugh when he watches this later because I always roast him for being Mr. Negative, Mr. Pessimist. But I can't see Brock Purdy getting into the NFC Championship and not blowing it. I will be incredibly impressed if he gets out there and absolutely murders it. I think you cannot underestimate the amount of pressure that young man is feeling right now in his position. Everybody's talking about Mr. Irrelevant. On the broadcast on Sunday, that's all they're going to be saying, Mr. Irrelevant, So I don't know that he can get out there and not choke. So,
I don't think that they even need him to I don't think they even need him to play perfect. They just need him to be okay.
Yeah.
They could play fucking Kyle Juszczyk lined up at fullback every single play and win that game.
Yeah. That's the thing too, right? Like, it also depends on the Eagles defense. If the Eagles defense gives them the same amount of pressure that they gave the Giants last weekend, I don't know how Brock Purdy's going to do under that pressure. I don't think he got the same amount of pressure.
Put Christian McCaffrey at quarterback. It doesn't fucking matter.
I know, but I don't know. The Eagles defense, it looked really good last weekend.
I just feel like Kyle Shanahan's playing a video game.
I know.
With Brock Purdy at quarterback, and he's killing it.
And I feel like such a hater in this episode, but I'm also like not a super Kyle Shanahan truther
and
either.
I'm a pessimist.
I know.
Are uniting
this is
against
so
this
weird.
bullshit.
This is so weird. I was not ready for this, but yeah, I mean, I like that we can disagree. But yes, I don't know. We'll see. Okay. So your score predictions, madam.
So I think that my last point.
Oh yeah, or your last point.
Whoever can win the Battle of the Trenches will win this game at the end of the day. It doesn't matter that Brock Purdy is playing. I think that that's where the game's going to come down to. I'm still sticking with San Francisco. I'm going to say 24-20 San Francisco.
Okay. Closing thoughts for me on the NFC Championship. I think that at the link, game day at the link, I can't wait for the amount of videos and
the content.
Eagles fans content is just something else. So I can't wait for that. I think that Mr. Brock Purdy is going to crumble under the pressure at the link on Sunday. I'm going to be honest. I got the Eagles with this one. I think that their offensive play calling has been incredible this season, knowing when to run the ball, knowing when to pass the ball. Even though Hurts is coming off that injured shoulder, I think that ability to be able to switch it up will kind of switch it up. Will take that pressure off of him to constantly be throwing the ball down the field. And 5 sacks against the Giants last weekend. Let that not go unnoticed. So an unexperienced, new baby quarterback against that defense. I just don't see it working out. I have Eagles winning at 27, San Francisco 21.
Slay Queen. Okay. Last thing we will get into before our closing segments is the AFC Championship game. I think that the Bengals might be a team of destiny to get to the playoffs 2 years in a row and lose in the Super Bowl. Because they looked super beatable. And then last week they came out there and crushed it. They have so many like weird injuries and people not practicing. And I don't know.
Do you have Brock Purdy to win the Super Bowl? Is that what you're telling me right now?
No, I have the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl.
Okay. I was like,
as long as it's not Chad Henne, dude.
The optimism from Kendra Middleton tonight.
Dude, could you imagine if we have Chad Henne versus Brock Purdy in the Super Bowl?
It's in the notes. It's Chad Henne underneath.
Actually, you know what? Fuck every single thing I have said. I want Chad Henne and Brock Purdy in the fucking Super Bowl. That is my chaos. Imagine Rihanna as the halftime show.
No.
That's your quarterback matchup.
No.
That is my Super Bowl.
I would have to be so unsober for that event.
That would be.
I literally like can't even begin to imagine.
But then again, like Joe Burrow versus Jalen Hurts is also so fun.
I know. Well, that's what.
But I want chaos, and that is Brock Purdy and Chad.
Okay, Vegas, you've heard it here first. You can go with the Hurts Burrow duo, or you can just really switch it up and do Chad Henne and
Vegas would shit itself.
Yeah.
And I think that the NFL wants that.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Okay. Anyways, to seem like I have a brain. I think Patrick Mahomes is really, really hurt. So my question to you is a hurt Patrick Mahomes better than no Patrick Mahomes / a healthy Chad Henne?
Chad Henne had a touchdown scoring drive last weekend.
Hey, honey, he used to play for the Jags. I'm familiar with Chad Henne's game.
So I know, and I agree, but I will say right here, right now, that you and we will not take Chad Henne slander on this podcast.
Pro Chad
Absolutely
Henne.
not. However, I think a one-legged Patrick Mahomes is probably a better quarterback than Chad Henne. I don't know that he's going to last long in the pocket is the issue.
I think
so. I don't know.
I think that their secret weapon, and it's not a secret at all because he's a very large man, is Travis Kelce. Their run game's great, but it's like the reason that their offense didn't drop off this year was because not having Tyreek Hill didn't hurt them. And if Patrick Mahomes,
which is crazy, like what a wild statement. Absolutely, like clip that. Not having Tyreek Hill didn't hurt them. That's insane for an NFL team.
Not having Patrick Mahomes be able to do Patrick Mahomes things when he definitely wants to do Patrick Mahomes things kind of scares me, because if you are not Patrick Mahomes 100%, you're gonna have some turnovers.
Yeah. I think at the end of the day, Andy Reid is a very slept on coach in the NFL. I think he knows his players very well, obviously not letting Patrick Mahomes go back in when he really wanted to, and you can see him really want to go, and he's like, nope, you gotta get checked out first.
Andy. Good on Andy.
Yeah, like shout out, that's hype. But I think that he's very smart, and I think he's gonna, play it the way he sees fit. So, I think they're gonna put up a good fight. I have Cincy to win this game. They've won the last 3 games they've played against the Chiefs. I think they've got them on lock in terms of offense. I think that Arrowhead is no challenge to them, where other teams, I think it's a very intimidating environment. I've heard the game day experience there is absolutely nuts. That's the thing. I'd love to go to Arrowhead, but I've heard it's Kansas City. Like, what do they have? So I don't know. Let us know if there's anything fun to do in Kansas City. Maybe we'll go, but right now I'm a little sus about it.
I am pretty sus about it.
But, the defense looked great last week against number 13 player ranked Josh Allen.
What home game we have to go to next year?
What?
Because it's going to be a wild day in Jacksonville because of Trevor Lawrence. Kansas City at Jacksonville.
Yeah.
That's a must.
That's going to be crazy.
That's a must. Okay. All right. So, my score prediction.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 34-31 Chiefs.
Wow.
Just because I want a high score. I want the over.
Yeah, yeah. the overs on these games and the over-unders on these games are kind of intense, right? Like I feel like they can go totally, and that's the whole fucking point, right? But like I'm like, dude, I don't know. I have, and here's my other point real quick before I finish this up. Jags super reserved in terms of their defense on Mahomes in the second half of last weekend. Like I was like, oh my, like one, respectfully, I was, shout out them. They didn't want to hurt him even more, but I don't think the Bengals are gonna. I think they're gonna blitz him and blitz him and blitz him and blitz him again.
Oh, as they should, especially
as they
if he's
should,
hurt.
as they should. What are your thoughts? I mean, what do you think? I think the Jags probably should have thrown a blitz or two in the second half, but I don't know. I don't think Mahomes is going to be able to if he can't move in the pocket.
I don't think you can do that just because, like, even if, like you said, him with one leg is probably better than Chad Henne. It's like he has so many weapons that if you send too many people and you leave any of those threats open, he'll punish you 9 out of 10 times. I don't care if he's hurt.
Exactly.
So I think it's going to depend on the injury report this week on how they play that, but I don't think you can sacrifice it. I think that you just have to eat where you can in that situation.
Yeah, we'll see. So I think I got Joe Burrow. I'm a Joe Burrow truther. I got Bengals 31, Chiefs 24. So we have a 10-point differential between your Chiefs score and my Chiefs score. But
Slay.